quarter it kind of started slipping
I think
away.
that's it. Yeah, I think that's it too. I'd probably say a little bit late second quarter, but you could feel the gym turning. You could feel our guys turning. I thought we came out with great energy. I thought our pace was excellent. I thought sharing the ball was good. Structurally, we were sound, and you just felt something a little bit funny with about 4 minutes left in that second period. And that is the challenge of NBA basketball. You know, you take a bunch of young guys, is how do you back it up? That is the NBA. How do you back it up? And how do you back it up on the road? And how do you back it up on the road with a team that's won now 11 home games in a row against some all-stars? And so that's the challenge. But yes, that was to me the time it felt funny also.
What do you think of Ja's performance?
He's an NBA starter. Anybody that looks at it's going to see he was 26. He could have had 30 in a heartbeat. And, you know, that's what Jaleel does. He can score, and he commands double teams. You know, he was a rebound off having a double-double. I thought that the fitness level that we saw him have, given he hasn't played much NBA basketball recently, is a real credit to him and the preparation that he has taken to go into a game and just jump into it and play 35 minutes and go, you know, 26-9 is a real sort of indication of what you all should and can imagine he's been doing since he has not been playing.
With the impact that Joel Embiid makes on this team, what can the guys on the floor do better in his absence?
I mean, it's all team stuff. Anything that we do has to be team related. You know, as we've said many times, you're not just going to give a ball to, you know, John Wall with us and watch him just take over a game like he did in the third period. We don't have one of those. Everything's got to be moved and shared. And so it's the same thing on defense, you know, whether Joel is there or not. You know, we still had Nerlens. Everything's got to be team offense, team defense. And that has to be the messaging, you know, with Joel, without Joel. It's still the same formula. It just obviously needs to be done a lot harder, longer, and better when you don't have Joel Embiid.
Because you don't think that's kind of fair, because you guys did win 2 games on the road without Joel Embiid.
Yeah, no, let's not go to Joel. You know, we still look internally. We still look at what we have. How do we play it better? How do we coach it better? How do we get better? And we, you know, that's the gym that we had, and that's the gym that we have to make work. You know, I thought that we all should walk out of it seeing something in Timmy Luwawu. You know, purposefully we gave that young kid a lot of minutes. I thought Chasen was okay in the 5 minutes that he had. And so there are some small signs of positive play. And those two, especially Timmy, to me stand out.
Brett, what is it about Jaleel's game that allows him to come in after not playing for a series of games and just start scoring? It looks like at ease.
That's what he does. Jahlil Okafor is a professional scorer, and he's 21 years old, and his defense is getting better. You know, his rebounding is getting better. His positioning and NBA awareness defensively is getting better. And it's getting better because he's a good human being that lets me coach him. And when you weigh it all up and you say, well, this is the package of Jahlil Okafor, that's pretty appealing at age 21. And so for him to just jump into an NBA game and me give him 35 minutes and him be very, very good fitness-wise, and for him to, you know, score like he scored at 21 years old, that's Jahlil Okafor. That's what he does.
Brett,
A couple more guys.
they got to the basket on you too, and then offensively, you guys kind of both ends. It started stagnating there in that stretch. Did you sort of sense of what happened?
I thought that we got terminal with our decision making on offense. You know, we missed a lot of threes. We missed a ton of free throws. We missed shots at the rim. We looked, you know, like we played last night. And as I have said earlier, and I say that to them, that's the great challenge and lesson. How do you get on a plane, play an NBA game, get on a plane, fly down, play in another venue, in another city, and reload? That's our league. It's a show-me league. And how do you back it up? And so we understood that. Our conditioning, how we go through recovery, I think is an A+. We just didn't have that extra oomph, and obviously the omission of Joel Embiid clearly, you know, was impactful. But that's the challenge, and we just didn't have it tonight, and we give Washington credit.
You still have the trust the process chance in those final 2 minutes. What's your message to Sixer fans just in terms of where this program is headed?
I feel that words aren't almost necessary. I hope they see what we see. I hope they feel what we feel. We feel good about the direction. You know, we feel good about the pieces in place. We feel like the stuff that these guys do, and I give them tremendous credit, is very professional, and they're putting in great days. And we just think that we're starting to see some results. There is a feeling that you sort of can't quantify that we all have, and I hope that they feel it also.